Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. If you're watching this live, please tag, comment hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, please comment hashtag replay. I hope you're all having a great Friday. I will admit I slept in today, which is not normal for me. I went to bed early. I got up late, but I guess my body needed some sleep. So my voice is a little hoarse, but I just want to talk about our topic today, which is why being fed up is a good thing, whether that's personally or professionally, in your business, in your job, whatever that looks like for you. So, again, if you're watching live, please comment hashtag live or hashtag replay if you're watching a replay. And I'm excited to dive into this conversation today. I'm still figuring out how to see comments. So if I look down, I'm just looking at my phone to see if there are comments on Facebook. So, um, anyway, I want to tell you a little story. So, when I was young in high school and in college, I had a crazy schedule. Crazy. I played sports, I danced, I worked at my mom's nursery school, or I was busy in the summer running my snowball stand. Um, and so when I got to college, I thought it was normal to work full time and go to school full time. So I worked full time pretty much my whole 7 years of college, and the last 4 or 5 years I was at LSU in architecture school, and I was working full time as a restaurant or a banquet manager. And so I would go to school all day and then I would work and close the restaurant or whatever I was doing. And then I'd come back to school after that. Sometimes it was 11, 12, 1 in the morning. I'd go back to school and work on my projects in the lab. And I thought that was normal. I never slept. And so my mom says that my sleep pattern has always been messed up because of those years. So anyway, I thought that kind of schedule was normal for so long that I didn't understand what was wrong with that picture. And so as I got older and I was working and I got married and then I had more family to have in my life and all these things, I started realizing that there's got to be more to life than just working all the time. And so I was figuring it out a little bit, and then of course I started another business in 2010, which um, really threw me back into that role of just working all the time 24/7. Then I was traveling a lot, so I was never home. And it got me to a place where I although I really liked what I was doing, I was resentful a lot. I was fed up because I could never make time for people in my life that mattered to me. I felt like I was always saying no to friends and family when they wanted me to go on a trip or they wanted me to just join in a family holiday or anything like that. I was always saying no. And so it was very eye opening when I had to have surgery. And I've told you guys about that story. But I was out for 2 months. It gave me so much perspective. And so now, what I wrote in The Shower Genius about being fed up, and it is a whole chapter, it's the first chapter. And it's about we have to get fed up with where we are in order to change it, because we can stay in that place of working 24/7 or neglecting our friends and family or whatever the place is for you. We could stay in that place forever and make excuses and, say this is what I have to do and I'm sorry that you're not happy about it. But if we think it's okay to be in that place, we're going to keep doing it. If we see that we're fed up with saying no to our family or saying missing our kids' soccer games or saying no to our husband and not cooking dinner, if we get to a point where we're like, this is not okay, and we're fed up with it, then we're ready to take the first step to do something different. And let me tell you, when you take that first step and second step and third step and your life changes and you don't lose your business, but you are more productive in your business, but you also have this me time, this personal freedom, this more fulfillment in life, it is all worth it. So for those of you who are in a place where you're fed up with whatever it is, please consider this. So I want to tell you a few other things about this, and it is it's not just about your business. It's really about work in general. So maybe you're a leader or a CFO of a company or a CEO or whatever that looks like for you. What if you are that person that you have a boss, like you have a lot of responsibility for yourself, but you also have a boss that has expectations? And what if you can't get fed up and make those changes on your own? You have to have permission from this boss. Well, what if you go to them and say, this is really important to me? And if they're not on board with you making some changes in order to have a more fulfilled life, maybe, I hate to say this, but maybe it's not the place that you need to be. Maybe you need to have some hard conversations with yourself about whether it's you in forcing this work ethic on yourself or if it's someone else. For me, it was always myself, even when I had a boss. I was always putting the pressure on myself. I always went above and beyond what anyone expected of me because that's just who I am. But if there is a boss or someone in your life that is imposing these ethics on you about pushing yourself to the limit, then we need to evaluate what that looks like. What can we change about it? What steps can we take to make this better? And if anybody's watching this and you're like, I just want to have a conversation, please reach out to me. I'm happy to have a conversation. But I think it's so important. And there's a reason that this is the first of 12 steps, because this is where we have to start taking time for ourselves and making changes in our life, so we do not end up at 53 like me and saying, why didn't I put myself first when I was in my 20s or 30s? So it's really important. I think as we go through this journey every week through this book and the different topics, I think you're going to see the whole picture a lot better. But it is really, really important to evaluate where you are right now. What are you imposing on yourself and what are others imposing on you that is controlling your day-to-day life? It is making decisions for you, and it is putting you in positions where you don't feel like you're in control. And if that's true, please think about what is it that you could change that would make it better. And again, if a conversation would help you, please reach out to me. I'm happy to jump on Zoom and have a conversation. So that is my message for today. I hope you'll have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend and find some me time in there and do something fun. So have a wonderful day.